Welcome to it, sports fans. It is the MKT Show. I am MKT, and it is Friday the 15th, about halfway through the month, and we're doing okay. We are doing okay. So good for us, doing okay. All right, tonight, sweet and short, Wayne Rooney retires, and we'll talk Liverpool, Man United, and we'll wrap up the weekend or the week leading into the weekend. So obviously Wayne Rooney, legend, and then the big clash, what they call the Northeast Derby. That is a big, that is some game. I've been to the game at both stadiums, and it is some game. A little different in the days I went to. It actually mattered, but in this day and age, it's dissolved a bit. But still, that derby is real, and the locals care. All right. MKT inspires. Otherwise, it is Cliff Central Sport on all social media. Like, share, subscribe. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Hey, you like this content? You like sport? Say, hey, there's some other guy talking about sport. Have a listen to this. You can do it wherever you like, in the car, in the bathroom. I don't know, at your girlfriend's house. I don't know where people do stuff, but listen to it everywhere, all the time. All right, let's get into it. Hope you're having a great week, and I hope you have a great weekend. But let's talk about Wayne Rooney. I think this is the story right now. Before I get into that, like, it matters in life, right? Who you compare to. It really does matter. It matters who you're up against and where you are at the time when you have your success or lack of success and your circumstances. When and where you land in life, unfortunately, is not in your hands, but it matters. I know people say, hey, just get on with it, but it does matter. You come from a stable family, two parents, there's love in the home, and you don't come from chaos. It matters. It matters. It equips you in a different way. Look, let me give you an example. So let's say your mom's a doctor, your dad's a chemical engineer, and you have a brother or a sister who are a mathematician or a natural scientist. And then you go and get an arts degree. It matters. Or I tell you, in my case, because that's very similar. In my family, I've got a doctor, a chemical engineer, and my sister's a natural scientist. And I have a chemistry degree. So what that means is some people go, oh, wow, chemistry, that's amazing. But when you put the context of my mom's got 2 doctorates, my dad's a chemical engineer, and my sister's a statistician and natural scientist, it matters. The context matters. It's like, it's smart maybe, but not like that smart. Like, they're all really smart, and I am what I am. Which is not bad. Chemistry is not bad, but it's not actual science. It's not a chemical engineering degree, and it is most certainly not 2 doctors. So that matters. Like, in my context, I'm just another guy. At the dinner table, I'm just another guy. But if I were in a family where it was BA students, it might look a little different. And I think this is the thing with Wayne Rooney. Right? Like, when he retired, you always go, where does he fit? What's his legacy? Why does nobody ever look at Wayne Rooney and go, what a legend? What he is certainly a Man United legend. Right? 253 goals, greatest goal scorer Man United have ever had. But I've always said, just scoring goals is not enough. And I'll tell you the criticism. My criticism, and why I think Rooney isn't held with the greats of the greats, why they don't still sing Rooney's song at Manchester United's famous Stretford End today. In life, even if you're successful, there comes a point in life, don't care how good looking you are, how rich you are, how successful you are, best salesman at the office, there has to come a point where people need to be able to take you seriously. And in order for people to take you seriously, you must take yourself seriously. That, like, being taken seriously, I don't know if you have anybody in your life who goes, I just wish so-and-so would take me more seriously. It's because, listen, people aren't stupid. If you take yourself seriously, people are forced to take you seriously, because people will only treat you how you let them treat you. And Wayne Rooney never took it seriously. I'm not saying he wasn't brilliant, talented, the work rate, unbelievable. He never took the game seriously. And how do I know that? At 29, his career was essentially over. He was not the same Rooney. Cristiano Ronaldo's 36 and maybe better than he was at 29. I just don't know how it's possible. Leo Messi's going into his 34th year of life. Better than ever. He's La Liga's top scorer at the moment, I believe. So Wayne Rooney never took it seriously. The talent, the lifestyle of the field. Folks, I was talking to somebody the other day and they were asking me, why do you exercise so much? I say partly because it's an ego thing. I want to look a certain way. I want to feel a certain way. That's the functional side. But I always say, when I'm 65, I don't want to not be able to take grandkids to Wimbledon. I don't want to not be able to hike. So right now, I'm investing for when I'm 65. It's going to be hard at 65. So I'm looking at myself now and I go, oh my God, what's the body I want to have at 65? All right, do the investing now so that it's not a hassle. My bones are strong for a 65-year-old. And I'm in the habit of exercise. You don't want to start exercising at 60 because everything hurts a little more. Listen, I'm 34. Things hurt a little more now. But Wayne Rooney never quite took it seriously, which meant, and in life I see this all the time, like when I see people's lifestyles, I'm like, oh, that's how you're going to age. Take it seriously. Like, this health thing, there is an ego side to it. But if you don't take it seriously, nobody else will take you seriously. And it matters. I'm sorry, it matters how you look. Because it tells everybody, right, consciously, subconsciously, what you think of yourself. Wayne Rooney never took it seriously. And I know they always said he had that British Bulldog body, but he was always carrying extra weight. And that worried me. And it'll always catch up with you. You know, when you're young and you're burning the calories, great. You get to 28, 29, Wayne Rooney fell off a cliff. Not because of the talent, because he didn't take it seriously. And when I say to you, it matters who you're compared to, I'll finish off with that. Look, here's the knock against Wayne Rooney. You know, if you're the guy, so I don't know how women think, but I'll just tell you how guys think. I know how I think, and I know how guys think. Even in your friendship groups, right? Ladies, give you the insight on guys and how they are. Even in your friendship group, it matters to guys who's got the most money, who's got the nicest car. Like even in there, they sort themselves out. There is a hierarchy. Everybody knows who the alpha personality is. It matters. Just it is what it is. Now, I don't know if it's because we've been socialized that way or it is just deeply genetically ingrained. But with guys, it's mostly ego. Most guys, most of us, including myself, and mostly me, the EQ is a little lower. And it matters what I've got, what I look like, what my partner looks like. These things matter. And I just think with Wayne Rooney, here's the problem. Every time Fergie wanted a world-class assurance, a goal scorer, a striker, he had Wayne Rooney already. But he'd go and get Berbatov. He had Wayne Rooney already. He went and got Carlos Tevez. Had Wayne Rooney already. Went and got Robin van Persie. Now, that should tell you everything you need to know. Now, everybody keeps telling me Rooney's the number 10. It's clear. Rooney said, I want to play up front. You remember he even requested, he put in a transfer request. That season, what happens? Robin van Persie comes in. Fergie says, you forget it. We just made you the highest paid player in the world. But every time Fergie needed to go over the edge, take United to the next level, Berbatov, RVP, Tevez. That tells you that Fergie didn't even believe that Rooney was the best. Now, you know, you can lie to the media, you can pile up the stats all you want. I'm not impressed. That's why I don't think Shearer's in the top 5 best strikers of all time. Gold on everything. Listen, Wayne Rooney played 11 years of his prime in 2 dynasties. Unstoppable dynasties. 6 years of that was like Roman Abramovich had just come in. Chelsea was a mess. The league was a mess. Wenger had run out of, he had no teeth. Right? And, I mean, at the beginning, Keane, but really, that was an outstanding side. That was Scholes, Giggs, Ronaldo, Tevez, Berbatov. He had it all. Evra, Vidic, Ferdinand. What a side that was. You spend 11 years around Alex Ferguson and that type of talent in its prime. 11 years, I mean, really. Everyone, not everyone, but most people who are competent. 11 years in that system. Could you imagine Didier Drogba 11 years in that system? Could you imagine Thierry Henry in that system? They got 350 goals. Easily. Now, I'm not taking away from Rooney because he was brilliant and he was the glue and his work ethic and attitude was everything United. He was the perfect sort of Man United player. Probably 6 out of 10 talent, 10 out of 10 work ethic, 10 out of 10 heart and aggression. absolute monster. But when they needed talent, they went Berbatov, Tevez, RVP. That lets you know what Fergie thought. But here's the other problem. And I told you, it matters what your context is in life. It matters. I don't care what you say. You compare yourself to your brother, your sister. We do it all the time. Get over it. It matters. It matters in life. See, the problem for Wayne Rooney is he's also in the same era as Samuel Eto'o, Cristiano Ronaldo, Leo Messi, Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, David Villa, and Didier Drogba. Now, there is nobody who has two brain cells to rub together who thinks he's anywhere near those other two. I was going to include Robin van Persie on that, but I think Rooney just has too many titles and the numbers over him. Eto'o, Ronaldo, Messi, Henry, Ibrahimovic, Villa, and Drogba. He's not any of those. So then you need to say, this idea that everybody can be great is insanity. Not everybody's great. It's okay. It's okay to be very good. It's okay to have been part of a team. What Wayne Rooney was an alpha male. What Cristiano Ronaldo and Carlos Tevez were alpha males. Robin van Persie, alpha male. Berbatov, alpha male. Listen, within the 1%, there's a 1%. Wayne Rooney was brilliant, but he was not legendary in terms of the whole package, which is why Fergie always needed to go and get him some help. Eto'o's never needed help. Ronaldo's never needed help. They were the guys. Eto'o was the main guy there. Henry arrived. Henry, you go play on the right. Thierry Henry, we got Samuel Eto'o. Right? He's the guy. Ronaldo's been the guy wherever he's gone. Messi's been the guy. Henry, okay, outside of the Barcelona thing, but Henry's the guy. Ibrahimovic, the guy. David Villa, Valencia, Barcelona, Spain, I'm the guy. Didier Drogba, well, we all know the rest. So an alpha male is an alpha male. I just think Wayne Rooney's missing that, and I think that is why he does not get. He's not in that echelon. He's not in the top echelon. He's on the second or the third. So you'd say his legacy is an enigma, but who didn't take it seriously. And I don't care how great you are. If you don't take it seriously, your contemporaries know. Wayne Rooney fell off at 28. His 27th year of life was his best year. It was the end of his best years. Cristiano Ronaldo's 36. That's legendary. Congratulations on a great career, but underwhelming because he left stuff on the table. He left some stuff on the table. Wayne Rooney, the White Pele, they called him. Tremendous, tremendous player. What a record. What's it, 6 titles? My God. 3-peat, Champions League. There's nothing he didn't do. Doubles. Quite brilliant. All right, let's move on to this. Finish off on this. Big game this weekend. Big game. United play Liverpool, and I thought what I'd do, something that I quite like, is pick a combined Liverpool-Man United team, and then I'll give you my score, and love to hear yours. But I'll start at the back. I think this is not a title-deciding game, by the way. Even if United win, I still don't think they'll make the top 4. But let's get into it. Goalkeeper, it's not close. De Gea's been a disaster for 5 seasons. It's Alisson at the back. He's everything you want. Big, agile, great feet, tremendous distribution out of the hand and feet. Brave on the ball as well. I mean, geez, we didn't think we'd say that about goalkeepers, but in 2020, 2021, we're saying the keeper's got to be brave on the ball, allow the pressure to come in, and then play that the tight pass, whether over the top or as they say, through the eye of a needle. So Alisson, I don't think it's close. I think Alisson's the best keeper in the Premier League. Currently, Edison doesn't take it seriously. Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's not close. Wan-Bissaka is really a centre-back and right back, it looks like to me. Athletic, powerful, tremendous one-on-one, long legs. But once he hits the halfway line, he gets nosebleed. I can't work with that. I'm sorry. It's 2021. So Trent Alexander-Arnold at right centre-half, I'll take Fabinho. I think he's been brilliant there for Liverpool. I'm picking guys that can play. I mean, obviously, if Van Dijk was available, or I would have picked him. But I think Fabinho, and then the left centre half, and Fabinho gives you that ball playing out of the back. He's tremendous. Got power, pace, anticipation, tremendous. Neither team actually has great centre backs. So you got to say Maguire's just purely because he's been the most consistent. Has he been good all season? No. Is he good? I don't rate him, but he's there. he's the other centre back. He's better than anyone else. I might even take Eric Bailly, but I just haven't seen enough of Eric Bailly to know exactly what he is. At left back, Robertson. I'm not going to explain that. I think that makes its own sense. In the midfield, Bruno Fernandez, I think that goes without saying, 4 player of the seasons in his first calendar year in the Premier League. So he has really hit the ground running. He's been on fire. So Bruno would be your guy. He's your creator. And he's got that right Man United attitude. He is driven, wants to win. Next to him, Wijnaldum, Gini Wijnaldum. I love him, but box to box. I would call Wijnaldum a poor man's Clarence Seedorf. Super responsible with the ball, tremendous technique, which means even if he's in trouble, he can play in a phone booth. That's what they call these top European midfielders and, the great sort of South American midfielders, is they can absorb the pressure. You get near them, they put their body on you and they lean away. You either foul me or I pivot away and release the ball. Wijnaldum, excellent technician in that midfield and has an engine like no other. I love Wijnaldum in that midfield. And he'll chip in with a cheeky goal. And then the maestro is Thiago. I don't think I need to explain that. He's the best, certainly, of this lot. He's adjusting to the league, but he's better than anything else. I mean, Fred, Matic, don't like any of that. Henderson, no way. So Thiago's your guy there in midfield. Wijnaldum, Thiago, Bruno's your midfield. The front three is the Liverpool midfield, and I'm not even going to get into it. I think Sadio Mane is the best in the league by some distance. I don't think anybody's been close over the last 18 months. Last season, you have to say Kevin De Bruyne was off the planet. He was out of his mind. But Sadio Mane is the guy, Firmino is the guy, and Mo Salah, well, say no more. So that is my team. I think it's going to be 3-1 Liverpool. I think they've got something to prove. And when great players have to win, they win. And I think, again, against Burnley, you saw Man United, it's shaky. A little more quality from Vidra, a little more quality from Tarkowski. We're talking a different game. So that's my team for this weekend. I think 3-1 Liverpool. I think Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho, Maguire, Robertson. That's my back five. Then Bruno, Gini Wijnaldum, Thiago. That's my midfield. Sadio Mane, Firmino, and Salah up front. It's 9 out of 11. There's no ways Liverpool should lose this game. If they do, red alert. 3-1 Liverpool. I don't see it going any other way, and it's going to be awesome. Great weekend coming up. By the way, I cannot wait. So, the huge NFL guy, it is now the business end. It is the playoffs. I cannot wait. I'll be staying up, as the Scottish say, into of tomorrow or going into Sunday morning and indeed Monday morning. So, I'll be looking a little rough on Monday, but it's going to be worth it. Playoff time, NFL, Patrick Mahomes, let's go. My Vikings are out, so I'm all Mahomes or nothing. Well, folks, you could have been anywhere with anybody. You chose to be with us. Thanks for joining me. Remember, before you go, click that one. That is to like the show. If you don't like the show, well, just pretend this didn't happen and go back to mopping the floor or picking up the mug you just broke. Whatever you were doing before this, go back to doing that, because then this doesn't matter if you don't like the content. Otherwise, if you do, like, share, subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend, Cliff Central Sport on all social media platforms. I'm MKT Inspires. Mike Kilo Tango Inspires. That's my handle on all social media platforms. You could have been anywhere tonight with anybody. You chose to be with me, ladies and gentlemen. It has been an honor. Gareth Cliff, MKT, Cliff Central Sport. This is the MKT Show for today and this week. We are the hell out of here.